Hello students, welcome everyone. Today I am going to teach you prepositions. So this is from Unit 1 Functional Grammar and Usage. So see the prepositions. We have already learned that it's from one of the parts of speech, preposition. So a preposition is a word which shows the relations between a noun or a pronoun and some other word in a sentence. So prepositions are short words on, in, to that usually stand in front of nouns, sometimes also in front of gerund verbs. Even advanced learners of English find prepositions difficult, as a one-to-one translation is usually not possible. One preposition in your native language might have several translations depending on the situation. There are hardly any rules as to when to use which preposition. The only way to learn prepositions is looking them up in a dictionary, reading a lot in English literature, and learning useful phrases of by heart study tips. So the following table contains rules for some of the most frequently used preposition in English. So the table is given you prepositions, it is followed by time. The English words prepositions are given here. The usage of the words also here. The examples I have also given you. So first English word is on. Days of the week is usage of on is the days of the week. For example, on Monday. So next English word is in. Usage of in months, seasons. For example, in August, in winter. The time of the day usage. Example is in the morning. The next word is year. Example in 2006. So English word in usage after a certain period of time when. Example is in an hour. Next word is at. Usage of at is for night. Example is at night. Usage of at for weekend. For example, at the weekend. Usage of at is a certain point of time when. Example is at 9:30. So next word is since. Usage of since is from a certain point of time past till now. The mention is here. For example, since 1980. So next it is same, it is given. The prepositions time. Far, usage of the far is over a certain period of time past till now. Example is for 2 years. So next word ago. Usage of ago is a certain time in the past. Example is 2 years ago. So next word is before. Usage of before is earlier than a certain point of time. So example is before 2004. So next word is to. Usage of to is telling the time. Example is 10 to 6. That means 5:50. So next word is this past. Usage of past is telling the time as it is the same. Example is 10 past 6. That means 6:10. Next word it is to, till, until. To, till, until. Usages of to, till, until is marking the beginning and end of a period of time. For example, from Monday to till Friday. So next word it is till, until. Usage of till, until or in the sense of how long something is going to last. For example, he is on a holiday until Friday. So next word it is by. Usage of by is the sense of at least, latest. I will be back by 6 o'clock. Usage of the by is up to a certain time. For example, is by 11 o'clock I had read 5 pages. So next slide is also preposition is followed by place. Uh, Prepositions and directions also there. So the word is in. Usage of in room, building, street, town, country. For example, in the kitchen, in the London. So usage of in is book, paper, etc. For example, in the book. Usage of in is car, taxi. For example, in the car, in a taxi. Usage of in is a picture world. For example, in the picture in the world. So next word is at. Usage of at is meaning next to by an object. So for example, at the door, at the station. Usage of at is for table, for example, at the table. Usage of at is for events, for example, at a concert, at the party. Usage of at is place where you have to do something typical. For example, watch a film, study, work, something else. So, for example, at the cinema, at a school, at a work. So, next word is on. Usage of on is attached. Example is the picture on the wall. Usage of on is for a place with a river. Example is the lantern lies on the Thames. So, next word it is usage of on being on a surface. Example is on the table. Usage of on is for a certain side, left or right. Example is on the left. Usage of on is for a floor in a house. Example is on the first floor. Usage of on is for public transport. Example is on the bus, on a plane. Usage of on is for television, radio. If example is on TV, on the radio. So next slide also same. By, next to, beside. Usage of the by, next to, beside, or left or right of somebody or something. For example is Jane is standing by the car. Jane is standing next to the car. Jane is standing beside the car. We can say like this. So next word it is under. Usage of under is on the ground, lower than or covered by something else. For example, the bag is under the table. So next word it is below. Usage of below is lower than something else but above ground. For example, the fish are below the surface. So next word it is over. Usage of over is covered by something else. For example, put a jacket over your shirt. Usage of over is meaning more than. For example, over 60 years, 16 years of age. So usage of over is getting to the other side, also across. For example, walk over the bridge. Usage of over is overcoming an obstacle. For example, climb over the wall. So next word is also the same. Positions and directions. So above, usage word is above, higher than something else but not directly over it. For example, a path above the lake. So usage next word is across. Usage of the across is getting to the other side, also over. For example, walk across the bridge. Usage of across is getting to the other side. For example, swim across the lake. So next word it is through. Usage of through is something with the limits on top, bottom and the sides. For example, drive through the tunnel. So next word it is to. Usage of to. Usage of to is movement to person or building. For example, go to the cinema. Usage of to is movement to a place or country. For example, is go to London, Ireland. Usage of to is for bed. For bed, the for example is go to bed. Next word is into. Usage of into is enter a room, a building. For example, go into the kitchen, the house. Next word it is towards. Usage of towards is movement in the direction of something but not directly into. For example, is go 5 steps towards the house. Next it is onto. Usage of onto is movement to the top of something. For example, is jump onto the table. So next it is from. The usage of from is the sense of when from. For example, it's a flower from the garden. So next slide is also other important prepositions I have given you. The same thing, English words are given, usages and examples. The word is from. Usage of the from is who gave it. For example, a present from Jane. Next it is of. Usage of is who, what does it belong to? A page of the book, for example. So usage of is what does it show? For example, is the picture of a place. Next is by. Usage of by is who made it. For example, is a book by Mark Twain. Next it is on. Usage of on is walking or riding on horseback. For example, is on foot on a horseback. Usage of on is entering a public transport vehicle. For example, is get on the bus. So usage of in, entering a car, taxi. For example, get in the car or get in the taxi. So next word it is off. Of usage of off is leaving a public transport vehicle. Example is get in the car, get off the train. So next word it is out of. Usage of out of, leaving a car or taxi. Example is get out of the taxi. Next it is by. Usage of by is rise or fall of something. Example is prices have risen by 10%. So usage of by is traveling other than walking or horse riding. For example is by car or by bus. Next that is at. Usage of at for age. Example, she learned Russian at 45. Next it is about. Usage of about is for topics, meaning and what about. The example is we were talking about you. So that's it. Likewise, exercise I have given you. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions from the list given below. So the questions will be asked like this in our exams. Use those exercises. We stopped at a small village. That's our way to London. I have given you the specific answers with the color. You can see that we stopped at a small village on our way to London. So the preposition word is on. It is here. On it is a walking or riding of horseback. So next word it is he is fond as reading novels. So it shows the relations of. Next it is Rama killed the snake das a stick. The preposition word is with. Morning walk is beneficial das our health. The preposition word is for. So he has been reading the novel das 7 o'clock. The preposition word is since. Next it is Ram was seated dash to Sita in the car. So that is the preposition word is next to. So next last one it is the capsular was sleeping dash the tree. The preposition word is under the tree. Use those exercises for your exams preparations. Thank you everyone.